Good day, students. So today we'll be starting off with our wig making session. We will be doing a standard method of gluing our extensions onto a wig cap. So first of all, some of the tools that we'll be needing, we'll be starting off firstly with a styrofoam mannequin. We will also be using extensions with 100% human hair. Many of you in the class will have something very similar to what I'm using here. You can see that it already has a curl to it and different lengths. In this package as well came a closure piece. So most of you have this as well. We will talk about how we're going to use that to incorporate it in the top. And we're going to be using different colors. What you can see that I have here is just a little accent piece of purple. If you have different hair extensions in the class from a friend and you want to exchange a couple little pieces here and there just to incorporate a few different colors for dimension, go right ahead. We're going to have our glue, and it's very important the way that we use our glue on our wefts. It's very important to make sure that we get a really good seamless line that is from the beginning all the way to the end. So if you open up your glue, everyone who has a new pack of glue, a new bottle of glue, open it up. Right on the inside, you're going to have that paper. Just want to tear that off and open it. You'll be able to use it just like that. Don't get too worried about the glue sticking on your skin or anything like that. It actually just rubs right off. You can rub it right off the desk just like that. You do not want to get it on your clothing though. That's important. We're going to also have our wig caps. This wig cap comes sometimes in different colors and also different sizes. This is a standard one where you're going to be using, of course, our scissors. When we do our wig construction, we're going to make sure that we have a plastic cap, or in this case, I'm using saran wrap here today. And then you just want to make sure that when you are constructing your wig, never forget to put the plastic on, because you will not be able to get your wig off of your styrofoam mannequin head. I've made the mistake before. Of course, we're going to also incorporate our blow dryer to make sure everything is stuck on to the wig cap, and we will proceed. You're going to want to ensure that you get good coverage if you're using saran wrap like I am. You want to make sure and just get a really good coverage all the way back to the nape so that there is no glue going through the wig cap onto the styrofoam, which makes it difficult to remove. So the wig cap comes in different sizes, usually just regular and extra small or extra large. If you have a lot of hair, for example, in this case, we are using hair extensions that are fairly short. And if you are trying to put a short wig on somebody with a lot of hair, you'll probably want to use a wig cap that's a bit bigger, even if the person's circumference and the size of their head is not that big, just to make sure that you have enough space. When we put our wig cap onto the wig stand, onto the styrofoam mannequin head, you want to make sure that it is above the eyebrows, more on the forehead, coming all the way to the back of the nape. If you have it right around just the bridge top of the nose, if it happens to go down there, you will not get good coverage. It will be difficult to remove off the styrofoam mannequin head, and it just will not work out properly. When you try to put it on the wig, you will have difficulty putting it on, and it will be have a lot of room in the top. As you can see, I'm drawing some lines on the wig cap for a better idea how we're going to be doing our placement. For this wig, I'm going to be using the closure in a placement that's more to the side, giving us more of a side sweep effect. If I was going to be doing a fringe that is straight across, I would definitely place it right in the middle at the top of the head at the apex. But in this case, I'm just going to be placing it more to the right side for a different type of effect. Our extensions, this type that we're working with, usually comes in little bundles. The one I'm working with now has a small, medium, and also a longer piece. So in this case, because we're working with generally a short wig, I will start with the shorter pieces in the back. This doesn't have to be the case. I want you to have an idea of what you are trying to achieve and customize it according to what you want to do. Really, it is all about cutting and pasting. You're going to pre-cut some of your wefts, which is going to help greatly in your construction time. As you place the adhesive onto the weft, It will give you enough time for the glue to get a bit tacky and ensure that your placement stays right intact. Otherwise, when you place the weft onto the wig cap, it will just fall. You don't want that to happen. After you start to place your adhesive and your wefts onto the wig cap from about the temple to temple, working from the back, going upwards, it's gonna be enforced with the blow dryer, as you can see. I fast forwarded the video, and as you can see, I'm just using the short pieces in the back, and now you can see that I'm working my way to the front at this point. From temple to temple in the back, I've used short pieces. Now from the front, from temple to temple in the front, I'm using the longer pieces to help give me some length towards the fringe. As I start building that up, I'm starting to make sure that I have enough fullness that I'm looking for, and then I can proceed with the medium-sized pieces towards the mid and save a bit of the longer pieces to close the wig on the top, as well as using my closure. Before I'm finished, I start to apply a good amount of adhesive to the closure to give it a chance to get tacky, so when I place it, it's very much intact. Place the closure right onto the top. Use your blow dryer. Do not press. You want to make sure that that glue is really dry before you start applying any pressure. You do not want the glue to come through and start making a mess. This will be a lot more challenging if you're working with hair that is extra light. For example, platinum blonde or blonde hair. I know some of you have that. As you can see here, I have used the closure with an elastic just to make sure that it's held up in the front. And bringing that up, I've just used one more piece to help ensure that that closure won't go anywhere. I've used some purple pieces. I'm going to incorporate some color just for some dimension here. After you've used the blow dryer to ensure that the hair is dry, you can then remove the wig from the styrofoam mannequin head and then remove the plastic wrap or cap and just dry the inside to make sure everything is nice and intact. Now it's time to place the wig back onto the styrofoam mannequin head. Make sure that you have a good placement and the wig is not too far on the forehead, and make sure that you don't have any hair that's stuck up underneath the wig. You just want to make sure and check. In this case, what I'm doing right now, I'm using some water to saturate my wig for molding purposes. So this is called a wrap, a wet set. Because the hair that most of us are working with already has a curl to it, this is not necessary. I'm just a little extra sometimes. So right now you can see me using some foam wrap mousse, and then I'm enhancing that firmness of the wrap with some Sanex strips, and then I'll proceed to use a do-rag to make sure everything is nice and intact and nice and compact for styling purposes. If you go this route, you will allow the hair to dry under a hooded dryer or give it a couple days. I was using a yellow comb while I was combing up the wrap, and I decided, I really like the look of the yellow, and I'm going to incorporate it into my wig and remold it with a different style. I use my foaming mousse once again and incorporate some finger waves, allow it to dry, and yeah, I really do like the incorporation of the yellow into the style. And now I have my model. Her name is Emma, and the challenge with the amount of hair that she has to fit onto this wig that is so short, sometimes that could be a bit of a challenge, but we're gonna make it work. Emma's actually pretty excited. She loves to experiment with different makeup choices, and it's her first time wearing a wig, so she's looking forward to this transformation. We experimented a bit, making it smooth, making it spiky, making it teased, and then we decided to add some curls. Emma absolutely loved the wig and the photos, but now the fun is over. We're gonna remove the wig, I'm gonna remove the wig cap, and I'm gonna wash her hair and allow her to go home the way she would usually wear her hair, and it's a wrap.